Okay, class. So now we're going to finish up on that last problem we're all working on right now. I'll give you guys a few more times. We're going to wrap up this lesson for today. Okay, thank you for putting your materials away. Thank you for doing that. Okay. So now, I want you guys to tell me something you learned today. Tell me something new you learned today. So one thing I want to ask is, what is something you learned in today's lesson? By raise of hand. Anyone want to tell me something they learned today? How about you, Nicole? What is something you learned today?
We did triangles and angles.
We did triangles and angles, yes. We did triangles and angles. What is something that's special about the triangles and angles? What did we find?
If you have a missing angle inside a triangle, you can find it, like finding the missing interior angles or exterior angles as well.
Yeah, you can find the missing interior angles, and sometimes we can use the exterior angle to find that interior angle. That is correct. So class, is there someone who want to tell me about the learning goal? What is our learning goal for this lesson? So it's something we talked about in the beginning of class. It was one of the first things that we stated is that students will learn, or I will learn. We wrote it down on our little board. I had you guys talk to a partner. Okay, so what is the learning goal that we had today?
Today, I'll be able to find the measurement of a missing angle in a triangle using the triangle sum theorem.
Yeah, using the triangle sum theorem. So, like you said earlier, with something you learned in today, the triangle sum theorem is that three interior angles inside a triangle all equals 180 degrees. And if we were to take out an angle and try to replace it with something, we can plug in that formula so we can find out the missing angles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, I want
like this. Like, if you know this and this, but you don't know this.
Yeah, if you know those two and you don't know the other one, you can put it in the formula and find the missing angles. So that is correct. Thank you, Nicole. So right now, I want you guys to write down a vocabulary word you learned today. Something you learned today in the vocabulary words. I gave you guys 4. So write down one of them you learned that were really important to you. After, I want you to talk about it with your partner. And then if you're comfortable enough, raise your hand and share with me or share with the class what is something you learned today, sharing with the class. Okay, so let me give you guys a couple more minutes with that. Then I would like to hear what you guys say. Okay, would you like to share?
Yeah, I'll share.
Okay, and you also drew something on your board. Okay, so share.
I said the triangle theorem is the sum of 3 angles that adds to 180 degrees.
Yes, so it is a theorem, and it adds to 180 degrees. I'm gonna challenge you and ask you a question. Why is it important to know that? So we know through the theorem that 3 angles equal to 100. 3 of those interior angles equal to 180. So why is it important to know that?
Because if you don't know one of the angles, then you can figure it out by adding up the other 2 and then subtracting it.
Okay, so if you add up the other 2?
So you can find missing angles.
Okay, so if I have 2 angles, what would I subtract it from? What's that big number that we learned? Added, okay. But
the sum?
The sum, yeah, what? You have it written down.
The sum of 3 angles to 180 degrees.
180, so you take the two you know, add them together, subtract it from the 180.
Right.
And you'll
That's
find
what I
that
meant,
missing.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. That was great. So, class, that is something you learned. What is something else you guys learned? You know, let me know. I would love to hear it. Oh, today you guys learned about the triangle sum theorem and how we could find missing angles of a triangle. And sometimes in the triangle we find the interior angles, and we can use the exterior angle to also find the interior angle. Next class, we will learn about angle congruency and how we can find other missing angles using line segments. So if we take 3 lines and we plug in angles, we'll be able to see what angle is congruent, why are they congruent, and we're also going to be able to find other missing angles. So today, we found 1 missing angle because 2 was given. Next class, we will be finding probably 4 missing angles with only 2 angles given. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're going to use our prior knowledge and talk among class and learn more about how to find other angles when you cannot find the next big thing, and that's congruency will help us with that. So wrap up everything. Enjoy your day, and I will also see you after class, Nicole, because you said you wanted to help. You needed help on that one problem. Thank you.